on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM.
All right, 5 minutes after 8 o'clock. It's going to be another nice day here in Ocala. 75 degrees right now. Temperature's climbing to 96. There's a 40% chance of rain. Good morning, guys. How you doing out there? And Galen Unold is on the phone from LifeSouth Community Blood Center. Good morning, Galen.
Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin. How are y'all?
Pretty good. Boy, there's a story on the news today we need to ask you about.
Okay.
Are you familiar with this story about the 2 counties in Florida that were asked not to take blood donations?
I am.
Okay.
I am. I didn't think it was going to happen that fast, but
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so the question I have is they're asking the 2 counties, Miami-Dade and Broward, to stop collecting blood for now. They're asking the neighboring counties to do it voluntarily, which I don't know how many counties neighbor those counties, and they're asking all of the counties in Florida to consider doing this. Well, that's a crazy. That's like the whole. Well, that is the whole state. How is LifeSouth responding to that?
Well, the truth is that we started testing for Zika virus. We started that actually on Monday. And we believe that will solve the problem. There's no way. You got to remember how many people that is between Dade and Brevard, and I mean, we're talking 4 million people in the state of Florida, or in that area of the state. So, yeah, that's not practical. It's an FDA guidance, and that's one blood's territory. So I'm not sure exactly what they're going to do about it. So just going back a week or however long ago it was that we had that Intercept guy on, he was talking about that ultraviolet light, like the way. Right. Okay, after I donate blood, they pass it through ultraviolet light, and it kills all the pathogens, including the Zika virus. But what the FDA is saying in this story is they don't want. I mean, they're not even talking about that. What they're talking about is testing every single donation. And that's what we're doing. Okay, so that leads to a question: is LifeSouth doing this, but the other blood donor people are not? I believe One Blood is doing it as well. Okay. I mean, we do our testing at the exact same place. So, yeah, I mean, they're doing the exact same things we are. I mean, we send our units to the exact same place to do our testing. So if they're testing every single unit of blood that's donated down there in South Florida, then why are they asking them to stop collecting it? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Well, what I need to do, and I'll be honest with you, I knew that there was an article coming. I haven't read how the article is specifically written, so I need to do that, and I'll do that during the break. Okay. And then I'll be able to discuss it a little bit better.
I think the one
I'm assuming it's in the Ocala Star Banner, right?
I don't know if I saw it in the Star Banner. I got it from NPR.
Yeah, Larry gets his news from all over the place.
Let me look and see if it's in the Star Banner site. I don't know. If you just Google the news, like Florida, just Florida news, it'll come up. Let's see. I'm at the Star Banner site. Yeah, first story.
I'll pull it up on.
First story, Galen. The first story on the Star Banner site: no Miami area blood donations during Zika investigation. Which
okay, I got it.
That's the first Star Banner story, but it was on a couple of different websites. The one I happened to print up was the one from National Public Radio.
Yeah. I got it.
NPR.
I got
it.
So anyway, there's been a looming fear that mosquitoes would start spreading the Zika virus. Now the possibility seems real. Yesterday, senior officials at the Food and Drug Administration said they have asked blood donation centers in 2 Florida counties, Miami-Dade and Broward, to stop collecting blood for the time being. And then elsewhere, it does say about the neighboring counties. Yeah,
so it'll be interesting to see. I mean, if the FDA says you cannot collect in a county, then you cannot. But what's interesting to us is we now have a Zika test. So I'm wondering if they're going to lift that ban. But there's no way Florida's going to, we're going to stop collecting blood in the entire state of Florida.
So if a person lives in Miami and they say they can't collect blood there, can a person drive from Miami to Ocala and donate blood?
No, it's for residents. So you can't collect for the residents of those counties.
Oh, really?
Okay, so but
Right. So, and here's the problem when you do something like that. How many people travel to Miami-Dade on a day in, day out basis, and then come back home? Right? Maybe you go down there and
they're commuters.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Right. Constantly. And how are you going to control that?
So when we ran into those two ladies from Canada and they came in and donated blood here, they could donate blood, but if you live in one county and drive to another county to donate blood, you can't do it? That's what you just said.
No, you can do it. That's part of the issue. And Canada doesn't have anything like Zika or anything else. But that's why, the mosquitoes, in the lifetime of a mosquito, they travel less than 3 miles, right? In their entire lifetime of a mosquito. But that doesn't mean they don't cross state lines. There's no invisible razor wire that's going to keep a mosquito inside one county or another.
I never knew that about a mosquito. 3 miles, that's the limit, huh?
Yeah. I never knew that. Thought they were just free flyers and could go anywhere.
We don't live that long. 3 miles is a long way for a mosquito.
Really
That's like the whole world. That's your whole world.
Well, that's just it.
That's your universe, yeah.
I wonder who did that study.
It's probably mosquitoes. The mosquito people. There's something for everybody. There's probably a mosquito magazine. There's probably a mosquito website.
Yeah, there probably is.
I'm going to try it. Mosquito.com. Let me see.
You got to remember, they carry all viruses, so they bring it to them from the monkey and the pig. So
From the monkey and the pig.
And the horses.
Mosquito. No.
Yeah.
They're everything.
Well, the pigs, you give it to the horse from the pig or the monkey, and then birds carry something else. I don't remember.
The influenza.
By the way, mosquito.com is available if you want the website.
Cool.
So is mosquitobite.com, by the way.
Well, somebody's going to snatch those two up, let me tell you.
Mosquito.com is available if you want it. All right. Well. So I guess the overall message that you deliver to us based on this story is what? Don't worry about it.
No, not at all. I mean, I think that because they found the cases where Zika was actually in the mosquitoes in South Florida, they had to do something. And this is a reaction because they did the same thing in Puerto Rico, where Puerto Rico could no longer receive blood donations. And they did that up until they had the Zika testing started. And they were the first person to go 100% Zika testing. And this is why LifeSouth went to Zika testing on Monday. Well, you have to wait until the FDA actually approves the test. So I just wonder how much of this is political because they're trying to get this bill passed through the Senate.
Okay. So the Zika virus is tested for, but you also use that Intercept program or whatever to kill the other pathogens.
Yeah, but the Intercept program, as I said the other day, isn't in full effect. It won't be. It's still a study. It's not the. Yeah, no. That's used on a very, very, very limited, more on a research basis than anything else.
So if you
it's not readily available, and I know they said, I listened to the interview, and if you ask for it, doesn't mean you'll get it. So,
So the interview we did, it
doesn't work that quite way.
Okay, but so he was wrong in other words.
Right. There's only the hospital has to be even prepared to receive it. And there aren't any other hospitals outside of Shands that are prepared to receive it.
So if you ask your doctor, please make sure during surgery I get blood that's been treated with the Intercept program. He's going to throw up his hands and say, "What do you want to die?"
He doesn't. No. He'll say, "I don't even know what it is." I mean, we haven't even started the educational process.
Really? Well, they were premature then in coming out. I guess that's why you got upset.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was mad. Yeah.
All right. How is the blood supply today? What do we need to know here in Marion County?
Well, I'll tell you, we're in emergency need of all types, and it makes me mad when the FDA does stuff like this. It's makes our job really, really difficult because now people are like, "Oh my gosh, I can't donate," and that's just not true. So I'm sure we'll have some kind of reaction to all of this later, this morning. and then we'll have a better plan by Monday. But right now, just get out there, give the gift of life, and donate blood.
I wonder how many people hear a story like this and think that the FDA is saying don't get blood donations, and the blood donors think they could actually get a disease by donating.
All the time. All the time.
Really? That's too bad. You know, I was just thinking, if I lived on 3 Mile Island, there'd be no place to go. Every mosquito could get me.
That's right.
For only 3 miles. Forget that radiation crap.
Yeah, right.
I'm worried about the Zika. Good morning, you're on the air.
Good morning, all. Say, Galen, now if the southern Florida counties can't take donations, where the heck are they going to get their blood from? Is like Marion County going to be responsible for sending so much down there and helping out?
It'll come from the rest of the country if they shut down the state.
It'll come from what?
You know, Miami's got some major facilities, major hospitals, and it's probably 100,000 donations a year.
I think his question is, where do they get their blood if they can't draw any blood?
Yeah, where does it come from?
Other parts of the country.
Other parts, which could be us, right?
I doubt it. Not if the FDA continues to do the Florida ban, but One Blood collects throughout the entire state of Florida.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
And then they're also affiliated with New York Blood Center and a blood center out of Arizona.
Yeah, New York blood, that works well with South Florida.
I think so. They're right on top of it.
Plenty of New York blood down there already. All right. Thank you, Hugh. That was a good question, actually.
Excellent question.
Excellent. All right, the important message that Galen delivers, and the extra important today, because this is a news story that some people are going to be worried about. And it is good to hear a little bit more information than what the news article has. All of that is made possible by two great companies, Penn Flooring and Palm Garden of Ocala. Penn Flooring has some beautiful flooring for you to check out. If you're remodeling your home, don't forget the floor. They've got beautiful carpeting, beautiful wood flooring, beautiful vinyl, and beautiful artificial, like artificial stone and artificial brick flooring. It's really nice. We got it here in the radio studios. Go to their showroom at 1201 Southwest 17th Street, which is just over the McKay-Williams Bridge, just down the block, or down the road rather, from Pine Avenue. And they have a website, pennflooring.com. Palm Garden of Ocala, also thank you for sponsoring this segment. Palm Garden of Ocala is a health and rehabilitation center. They offer skilled nursing care, whether it's for the long-term person who needs to be there for perhaps the rest of their life. That's sometimes the way it is. Or it's just something short-term. Maybe it's for rehabilitation purposes, or maybe even respite. Maybe you're the caregiver and you need a break. Mom will have a good time at Palm Garden of Ocala, because guess what? They play games, they have music, they have great food, which is always important, and a wonderful staff, and skilled nursing is probably your most important concern. My recommendation, go to Palm Garden, get a tour, ask questions, and you'll be on. You'll know everything you need to know. PalmGardenofOcala.com is the website. We'll take a little break. Galen, today is National Do Something Gnarly Day, so I've got some suggestions on the gnarly things you might want to consider doing. All right, we'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myFWC.com. Safe boating is no accident. Sun mixing with clouds today. There'll be a spotty thunderstorm in the afternoon and evening, high 90 to 94. Patchy clouds tonight, low 74 to 76. Partly sunny for tomorrow and Sunday, with an afternoon thunderstorm around each day, high 90 to 94 tomorrow and 88 to 92 Sunday. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Heather Zayer.
Palm Garden of Ocala leads in the area of orthopedic care with proven outcomes. Planning to have a new hip or knee joint due to arthritis or as the result of a fall? Palm Garden may be the answer. Guests appreciate the services of highly trained therapists and state-of-the-art equipment. And if you pre-register, you can secure a private room at no extra charge by mentioning this ad. Palm Garden makes no bones about it. They provide the best in orthopedic care. Call 854-6262. That's 854-6262.
You can't put it off any longer. It's time to replace your home's AC system.
The answer is ACEsolvesItAll.com and an exceptionally efficient AC system. Let the pros at ACE show you how you can save on energy monthly and give your family added comfort. The great thing is that ACEsolvesItAll.com is on call 7 to 7, 7 days a week at no extra charge.
For a limited time, mention WOCA and get a special discount.
Call 877-765-4ACE or ACEsolvesItAll.com.
cookies, 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 cookies. We go cookie eating cookies.
When you want something special and fun for any occasion, get cookies. King Cookie in the Paddock Mall in Ocala will make a delicious, fun-filled delight just for you. So next time you're in the mall, stop by King Cookie or call 352-237-2557. KingCookieOcala.com. Customized cookies, cakes, and more. King Cookie.
Eating cookies, we're so happy eating cookies. Cookies!
This is the beat of a normal heart. Now this is the beat of a heart of someone who just snorted or injected or smoked methamphetamine. Why? For a high. And this is what happens to that normal heartbeat. It's irregular, it's racing, it's why it's called speed, and it can do bizarre things to our heads. It can make us aggressive and violent. We can start hallucinating and end up doing some serious damage to people. Call 1-8888-NO-METH today for more information on methamphetamine. That's 1-8888-NO-METH.
A message from the Partnership for a Drug-Free Florida and America.
WWWOCA,
When it really counts, depend on the source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
Hi, I'm Fran Darkington. When I need news, I pass the rest and tune to the source. WOCA.
All right, 21 minutes after 8 o'clock, 77 degrees. Temperatures today climbing to 96 degrees. There's a 40% chance of afternoon rain. But yesterday, after it rained, I had my window open in my house, and I put the fan near the window, and it actually felt like an air conditioner.
Mm-hmm.
The rain brought in the cool just for a moment there.
Oh, how wonderful.
Galen Unold is on the phone from LifeSouth. And if you have any questions, by the way, about blood donations, you can interrupt when we're not talking about blood. Galen is on for this time so that you can ask those questions. And maybe you've got family down in South Florida and you're worried about that whole thing, and if Galen can tell you something that can ease your mind, then we want to be sure he gets a chance to do that. So don't let the fact that we're going to bring up something silly now stop you from asking serious questions, because it is a silly thing right now, Galen. It's all about getting gnarly. Today is National Get Gnarly Day. Dude. So here's some gnarly things you can do. Now, here's the interesting thing. I had to look up the word gnarly because I sort of kind of know what it means, like in context. But
I don't really know what it means.
It just means it just means something out of the ordinary for yourself. That's all it means.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it means to do something that's kind of exciting and thrilling.
Yes,
and,
yes.
Enjoyable, and you pulled it off, and it was a little sketchy, but you made it happen. You came out, and everything's great. Now you got a little adrenaline high.
Yeah, a little high. So one of the things you can do in Florida is surfboarding. Now, if you go surfboarding,
is that what it's called? Surfboarding?
I don't.
Surfboarding?
That's what it says. Surfboarding.
Surfboarding.
Why? What do you call? Why? What do you call?
Surfing.
It's just surfing, really? Okay. Well, it says surfboarding.
You have a surfboard, but you surfboard. You don't surf.
Well, actually, what it says, because this article was for the whole. By the way, there's a website for everything. This is from GoGnarly.com. And they actually have sandboarding and surfboarding in the same paragraph. Yeah. So.
All right. Well, sandboarding is it's where also it's called skimboarding, where you take that littler board and you skim it in the shallows. More like skateboarding than anything else.
Sandboarding in the shower? Okay. So anyway, go surfing.
Have you ever seen people like they throw the board, then they run after it and jump on it, and they're like in 3 inches of water?
In the surf, yeah.
Yeah, we've seen that.
It's not in It's that's called skimboarding or sandboarding.
In Florida, it would be, but in the desert, it's just sand.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there's that too. Okay, that's
yes, you can do that in the desert.
Yeah. It says sandboarding is a pretty ancient activity and can be done just about anywhere there are significant dunes. Dude. Yeah, and I don't know that I've ever seen anybody do this. I mean, it sounds like it would be hard to do to surf on the sand.
You know, I've only seen videos. I'm not a desert guy. I need the ocean.
I'm not a desert guy either. Do you know, I drove through the desert twice in my life. Once with my son Alex when he was little, and we got to this gas station, and it said last gas for 110 miles. And everybody was piling water into their cars and filling up their gas tanks. I said, "Oh my gosh, Alex, we better get a lot of water. So we did. We got like 3 gallons of water, and we filled up the tank, and there was nothing. I mean, but I guess if the car had broken down, then we would have been, skeletons in the desert.
Exactly. And your dog, Mrs. Cleveland.
The dog was there too. Yeah.
Yeah. The 3 of you.
We had.
Well, as long as you don't have a horse, that doesn't. As long as you have a horse that doesn't have a name, I think you're gonna be fine.
I finally heard, by the way, the Paul Simon rendition of Bridge Over Troubled Water.
Oh, did you? What'd you think?
Brutal.
I felt bad. I felt bad for him.
I know, me too. I felt bad for him.
The question I had was why? Why are you doing this? I mean, he had a nice voice when he was younger. I mean, if he was...
They probably paid him $500,000.
That could be too.
Probably came out of the Clinton Foundation, and he's going to be getting kickbacks for the rest of his life.
But like, if they had asked like Leonard Cohen, he's always had kind of a horrible voice. So good, Randy Newman, it doesn't matter.
Right, exactly. But Paul Simon,
Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, Dylan.
Now Bruce is good.
Any of them, Joe Cocker. Oh, he's dead. He's dead.
I just made a lot of people mad with the Bruce Springsteen
No, you didn't.
Boy,
no, you didn't. We all know.
Those fans come out and attack you, or the Rolling Stones, or Jimmy Buffett.
Mick Jagger. Yeah, Jimmy Buffett too. Well, he had a nice voice when he was younger, though.
Yeah.
All right, so
now the crowd just sings every song for him.
Right,
amazing.
Right.
He just gets up there and he's like a conductor. Keep going with your gnarliness.
What I like, he did a video with the girls from the swimsuit issue. Yeah. It's like it's so creepy. All these beautiful young girls hanging around this old man with
I know.
Just like hello.
It's just so.
Do you not realize how dopey?
They're hoping that after their swimsuit gig, they can get a job at one of his restaurants in Margaritaville.
Maybe. All right, go to the wave at Coyote Buttes, Ohio. Utah, which I like to say Coyote Butts.
Coyote Butts.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of this place?
I've seen it on a video.
They
surf the river. Kind of a thing.
They only allow 20 people per day to go to this thing.
Oh.
And you get picked by lottery.
Oh my.
If you ever want to go, you got to plan it way in advance.
That's awesome. That is so awesome.
The pictures are fabulous. I mean, what it looks like, and you have to. I mean, I'm sure there's somebody who will explain how the land got those grooves in it. If you ever go to pictures of Coyote, the wave of Coyote Buttes, Buttes, Utah.
I'm going to check it out.
It's really amazing pictures. Another thing is zorbing. Do you know what zorbing is? Another gnarly thing you can do.
No, I've never heard that one.
Zorbing is those big, gigantic balls that you get into, and then you roll down a hill.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's called zorbing.
That's a talent, though. I mean, if you trip, you're done. You're just you're just done.
You just roll.
No, you're not tripping anything.
Roll.
You're just in a ball. And
you're just rolling.
It rolls, yeah.
Yeah, but what if you fall down? The ball's going to roll with you. You're going to roll with the ball, and you're
inside the ball.
Knocked around and everything.
That's the point.
You're upside down.
That's the point.
Yeah.
You never saw somebody doing this, going down a big hill?
No.
In a ball?
I'm going to have to check it out.
The entire point is to roll over and over and over, like in a big tire. You ever do that in a tire where you get in the middle of a tire and somebody pushes you over a hill?
Except part of you is exposed. I know I never did that, but...
Well, I saw that big ball when we were in Chattanooga.
We did? We saw a big ball in Chattanooga?
Yeah, there was a picture of it in one of the booths, remember?
Yes, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. Okay, check it out.
Go hang gliding down in Fort Lauderdale.
I do want to go hang gliding. That's on my bucket list of things I haven't done.
There are mountains in Fort Lauderdale to hang glide off of a mountain.
You do it behind a boat.
Oh, behind a boat.
Yeah.
Parasailing.
That's parasailing.
Same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the same.
No, I've done parasailing.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, it's not the same thing. Skydive off of Victoria Falls. Now, that would be gnarly.
That would be fun. That would be fun.
I'm not doing that again. I've done it once.
Go into a shark cave. I'm sorry, shark.
Oh,
a shark
no.
cage.
Shark cage?
Cage, yes.
Done it.
You've done the shark cage thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, that was gnarly, wasn't it?
Wow.
No, not at all. I was in the Bahamas, and I mean, it wasn't like great whites or anything. Little black tips.
That'd be my luck. There'd be a big great white.
I would like to be called a great white. I think I should. I want to be called a great white.
I guess it all depends on where you're at when you're called that. You know?
Yeah. The Great White Larry. The Great White Larry.
And you're wearing a white shirt today.
Galen, where's your Bloodmobile today?
Bloodmobile today is at the Publix at Grand Oaks. So we're right there across the street from Trinity High School.
Okay.
Donate blood. Somebody will need it, and we need to get as much blood as we can before they tell us not to get it anymore. Thank you, Galen. Have a great weekend.
All right, you guys are the best.
All right, bye.
In Wu, a fatal police shooting in San Diego just hours ago.
Down 3700 at Junior Grove Way. We're getting medics.
We don't know where the shots came from.
Audio from Broadcastify. One officer is dead, the other undergoing surgery. One person is in custody, according to police, who are searching the area for more suspects. They're telling residents to stay indoors. Hillary Clinton celebrating a milestone.
I accept your nomination for President of the United States.
She's the first woman ever nominated by a major party in our country.
Donald Trump today will make a couple stops in Colorado. Hillary Clinton will be here in Philadelphia. Then she embarks on a bus tour throughout Pennsylvania and Ohio.
Blake Berman with the Fox Business Network. And we'll find out shortly how our economy did in the second quarter. Some analysts believe it bounced back. Fox News, we report, you decide.
I'm in almost every school bus and classroom. I go to school with your children. We say the Pledge of Allegiance together. You see me around the neighborhood and you tell me that I'm a pretty good kid. Well, I'm one out of every 5 children in America, and I'm struggling with hunger. This problem is closer than you think. My teacher tells me we can grow up to be whatever we want. I want to grow up to be someone who doesn't go to bed hungry. There's enough food in this country to feed everybody. Please visit feedingamerica.org today and find your local food bank for ways to help. Every dollar you donate helps provide 8 meals for kids like me, quietly struggling with hunger. Together, we are Feeding America, brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
RL here to tell you how to deal with this heat wave. Get on down to Dairy Queen at Silver Springs. They have a blizzard waiting for you to cool off with. What a great treat in many different flavors. Or get one of our juicy char-grilled burgers with the #1 rated milkshake in America. So come on down to Dairy Queen at Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Hi, I'm Don Browning, a candidate for Marion County Commission, District 3. I invite you to join me each Monday morning at 9:05 a.m. to discuss issues that are of great community importance. Let's create more common sense on the County Commission. So listen Monday at 9:05 a.m. as I endeavor to bring common sense your way.
Paid for by the Don Browning Candidate for County Commissioner, District 3 Campaign Fund.
Kevin Costner and Modern West take Ocala by storm when they hit the Circle Square Cultural Center stage on Saturday, August 27th. That's right, see award-winning actor and singer-songwriter Kevin Costner up close and personal at the Circle Square Cultural Center. Kevin Costner and Modern West perform a rocking blend of original and famous music. Tickets on sale now. Visit csculturalcenter.com. That's csculturalcenter.com. Or call 352-854-3670.
Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment